Okay, guys. Good morning, guys. Look, I realize, look, I'm in a precarious situation here, guys. I'm like, look, I appreciate people. Excuse me. I appreciate the majority of people. I'm like, look, I like being here, having fun with you guys. But then I realize, I'm like, look, I don't think these people like me. But I'm like, that's okay, because I like them. I'm like, that's why I'm like, look, I treat YouTubers like I treat anyone out there. I'm like, look, these guys are cool. They got beards and they got bikes. And look, they're actually spreading the positive message. And I'm here just being silly. I'm like, look, I think you guys are amazing. I'm like, one day, I hope that we can get along on planet Earth. You know, I hope we can be peaceful. I try to be peaceful. I know you guys are funny. I'm not funny, but I'm trying. And I'm like, I hope these guys, even if they don't like me, we can just be like, look, they don't like me, I like them. That's usually how life works. I'm like, I appreciate you, regardless of whether you appreciate me. No, I'm just messing around. So thank you. Good morning. If you have a bike, I think that's awesome. If you have a mode of transportation, I think that's awesome. Look, I had to work my way up, you know. I can still remember riding a little two-wheeler with the training wheels. And I'm like, you know what? How come they don't make cars with training wheels? I'm like, maybe that could be the electric motors I'm talking about. You know, it's like a training wheel for the back of the car, you know, in case like your whole system dies. I'm like, somehow I can switch over to like a, you know, non-connected. So it's just freewheeling in the back. You know, I can control it through Bluetooth. Look, these are just ideas I'm working on, okay? I wanted to share with you because maybe you could take the mantle. You could be like, look, this guy put in 44 years of training and development into his product, and there's only like 0.01% of the left there to go. And then I handed the baton off to you, and I said, look, thank you for having a bike. Thank you for having a beard. Thank you for realizing that we all have value. Peace be with you. I love you. Jimmy John's. Thank you. I hope I get a commercial spot. We can do Twins. Dana DeVito, bro. I wanted to play in Twins. I want to remake Twins. I'm going to do that with my sons. We're going to remake the movie Twins, so please keep an eye out for that. Thank you. No, but it's cool to have beards and bikes. Look, people are like, why can't you make content that's like, you know, where you spend like $1 million a video? I'm like, because I'm not Mr. Beast. Okay, I got to spend $1 million in my mind and then talk to you guys. I'm like, woo, I made it. No, shout out. Look, that's all I'm saying. One day I'm going to make it in life. I'm like, look, I'm investing all this hard work, this effort. And I think every single person out there is exactly the same way. So I'm like, one day you guys are going to meet me in McDonald's and I'm going to be like, I made it, guys. Lunch is on me. And then I'm going to be like, yo, this is so sweet. No, that's my dream. I'm like, look, hamburgers for everybody. Who wants a Big Mac? Number one. Okay, I'm sorry. Look, I love you guys. Look, I'm just being silly. Like, at the very least, you can be like, okay, this guy's trying to make me laugh. He doesn't ever do it, but at least he's trying. Thank you. This is my son's art. You know, he's an artist to me. He's already made it. Look, I'm like, I tell my son, I'm like, you guys already made it, okay? And in the sense of like being meaningful to me as a human being. And you guys, like, that are listening on YouTube. You guys made it because I look up to you and I appreciate you. Maybe making it is about perception. Thank you. Goodbye for now. Live long and prosper.